Hey everyone. Millions of viewers. I'm going to read you a poem by Charles Bukowski. It's from this book, The Days Run Away Like Wild Horses Over the Hills. Super sweet title. The poem, however, is called Poem for Personnel Managers. An old man asked me for a cigarette, and I carefully dealt out two. Been looking for a job. Gonna stand in the sun and smoke. He was close to rags and rage, and he leaned against death. It was a cold day indeed, and trucks, loaded and heavy as old whores, banged and tangled on the streets. We drop like planks from a rotting floor, as the world strives to unlock the bone that weights its brain. God is a lonely place without stake. We are dying birds. We are sinking ships. The world rocks down against us, and we throw out our arms, and we throw out our legs, like the death kiss of a centipede, but they kindly snap our backs and call our poison politics. Well, we smoked, he and I, little men, nibbling fish head thoughts. All the horses do not come in, and as you watch the lights of the jails and hospitals wink on and out, and men handle flags as carefully as babies, remember this: you are a great gutted instrument of heart and belly, carefully planned. So if you take a plane for Savannah, take the best plane. Or if you eat chicken on a rock, make it a very special animal. You call it a bird, I call birds flowers. And if you decide to kill somebody, make it anybody, and not somebody. Some men are made of more special, precious parts. Do not kill, if you will, a president or a king or a man behind a desk. These have heavenly longitudes and enlightened attitudes. If you decide, take us, who stand and smoke and glower. We are rusty with sadness and feverish with climbing broken ladders. Take us. We were never children like your children. We do not understand love songs like your enamorada. Our faces are cracked linoleum, cracked through with the heavy, sure feet of our masters. We are shot through with carrot tops and poppy seed and tilted grammar. We waste days like mad blackbirds and pray for alcoholic nights. Our silk-sick human smiles wrap around us like somebody else's confetti. We do not even belong to the party. We are a scene chalked out with the sick white brush of age. We smoke, asleep as a dish of figs. We smoke, dead as a fog. Take us, a bathtub murderer, or something quick and bright, like our names in the papers, known at last for a moment to millions of careless and grape-dull eyes that hold themselves private to only flicker and flame at the poor cracker-barrel jibes of their conceited, pampered, correct comedians. Known at last for a moment, as they will be known, and as you will be known, by an all-gray man on an all-gray horse who sits and fondles a sword longer than the night, longer than the mountain's aching backbone, longer than all the cries that have bombed up out of our throats and exploded in a newer, less planned land. We smoke, and the clouds do not notice us. A cat walks by and shakes Shakespeare off his back. Tallow, tallow, candle like wax. Our spines are limp, and our consciousness burns guilelessly away the remaining wick life has doled out to us. An old man asked me for a cigarette and told me his troubles. And this is what he said: that age was a crime, and that pity picked up the marbles, and that hatred picked up the cash. He might have been your father, or mine. He might have been a sex fiend, or a saint, but whatever he was condemned. And we stood in the sun and smoked and looked around in our leisure to see who was next in line.